I never imagined that HOA Karen illegally cutting my tree for a better view, only to have it crush her Tesla, would escalate into one of the most shocking, stressful, and legally intense confrontations of my life. But it all began when I noticed fresh cuts on my mature oak tree, and upon reviewing security footage, I saw Karen sneaking onto my property with saws, claiming she had the right to trim or remove trees blocking community views. And before I could even intervene, she had already felled large branches that landed directly on her parked Tesla, while neighbors and bystanders watched in disbelief, some recording video, shocked at her audacity and reckless disregard for property laws, and I immediately grabbed my phone to document every gesture, word, and action for a detailed legal record, knowing that trespassing, destruction of property, and abuse of HOA authority carry serious civil and criminal consequences. And as she continued trying to justify her actions in front of witnesses, I calmly approached, explaining firmly, with unwavering authority, that cutting trees without permission is illegal, that the damage to her Tesla is her responsibility, and that any further interference would be fully documented for authorities, while she flusteredly waved her clipboard, insisting she was enforcing imaginary rules and had community approval. Completely ignoring legal boundaries, property rights, and prior HOA correspondence proving her lack of authority. And, within minutes, I contacted local authorities and my insurance company, providing a full dossier including photographs, video footage, witness statements, prior HOA correspondence, and documentation of tree ownership, allowing officers and insurance assessors to evaluate the situation, observe her actions firsthand, and confirm that her conduct was illegal, leaving her visibly panicked, stammering excuses, and realizing that her audacity had been fully documented, legally indefensible, and potentially subject to civil and criminal liability, while I continued recording every detail for a complete legal record, ensuring that all evidence, including neighbor statements, video footage, photographs, witness testimony, and prior HOA documentation, was preserved for submission to authorities, legal counsel, and the HOA board, which later resulted in her immediate removal from enforcement duties, formal reprimands, and permanent restrictions preventing her from interfering with residents' property, harassing homeowners, or falsely claiming authority. While the story quickly spread throughout the community, reinforcing that HOA authority has strict legal limits, that property rights are absolute, and that any attempt to intimidate, harass, or unlawfully alter residents' property will be met with swift legal, social, and HOA-level consequences, leaving me fully vindicated, my tree and property secure, HOA Karen's credibility utterly destroyed, and the neighborhood aware that calm assertiveness, meticulous documentation, legal knowledge, and timely engagement with authorities are the ultimate tools to protect oneself against anyone attempting to exploit perceived authority or act above the law.